I think with the adobe house, it was like, it's so perfect here. I cannot see my business anywhere else. And it happens to be down the street from my parents' house. I would drive by it all the time. It was familiar to me and home to me. It feels like you're in a different place. It doesn't feel like you're in Napa. I feel it's like as soon as you come in, it just like takes you somewhere else.
Welcome back. Here we go again on another video. And today we are heading out on quite a long ride. We're going all the way out to Napa. So Napa is very famous for being part of wine country. Sonoma and Napa are famous wine country areas out here in Northern California, just north of San Francisco. But today we're going to visit a very special place. We're going to visit the oldest building in Napa, which is now home to a really incredible family business, a bakery and brewery that is kind of unlike any other place around here as far as I'm aware. We're gonna go out there, try some of the food, and learn about this place from the owner. Now, the owner, Cinthya, is too busy on the weekends like right now when I'm going to sit down and talk about the business. So I actually already went out there earlier in the week and talked to her. So you'll see some interview pieces with her spliced in there from an earlier visit. I'm not trying to do PR pieces for businesses. I really only feature businesses when I feel like there's some sort of significant history or story to them that really is interesting, that would be interesting to learn about and share with other people. And this place, which is called La Cheve, definitely fits that description. Come on, it's my turn. I can't trigger the stupid left light. I'm just stuck here and it keeps going because there's no one else turning left. I can't get it to go. It's way too dangerous of an intersection to go through a red here. There's no other cars turning left for some reason. What am I gonna do? Gotta do it. And now we're almost there. And here we are at Cheve.
So we are a bakery taproom restaurant. We have Mexican pastries and then traditional pastries that we do a Mexican twist to. So for example, our biggest top seller is the concha, which is a traditional Mexican pink bread. Cinnamon, super simple, but super delicious, super, super classic. And then we take, like, for example, like a bear claw and we add arroz con leche to it. So it's something classic, but we make it super Mexican. And so that's, I think, why a lot of people love our pastries, because they're so unique and different and you can't really get it anywhere else. People get our tacos, they get, you know, the tortas. But what makes that special is that all of our breads are made in-house. So anything that has bread, anything, biscuit, anything, it's made here, which I think makes it really delicious and extra special. And then we have a ton of beer. We have beer that I make, and then beer that we support locally. So we have a small team of 3, as well as that is. So we have my mom, we have Judith, and Nina, and they're cranking out a lot. You know, I have weird ideas and I'm like, Mom, what about this? She's like, oh, that's a good idea. So it's cool to have your mom as your co-worker.
Is this your mom?
That's my mom, yes. My mom, yes.
Nice to meet you. Hi. I actually was born in Mexico, in La Piedad, Michoacan, and my parents brought me here when I was 4, and we came straight to Napa. So we decided to come here because we had heard that there was free education, and Napa is all I can remember. And so I always had a sense, like, first of all, like I had to go to school. I needed to do what they, came here for, left everything for. And I knew I wanted to help them too, I just didn't know how. That's around the same time that I also understood what it meant to be an undocumented student and how I wouldn't be able to get any financial aid. That's when I started working really hard to get scholarships locally and with their support. I was able to go to Sonoma State, got my degree in chemistry, and I had an interesting pathway, like in terms of like my professions, but when I became a teacher, that's when I started brewing beer. We would get together in the garage. It would be my dad, my uncle would come over every once in a while, my mom, my grandma. My mom would make pastries, and she's been a fabulous baker for about 28 years now. In my head, I started thinking, like, how cool would it be if I opened a little spot for my family, like a little bakery or something? But my mom would never, ever want to do it by herself, ever. And so that's when the wild idea started kind of creeping in of me opening up a brewery with like a bakery. And it didn't actually become to fruition until 2020. So when I was 20, I opened when I was 29. So it took time for me to understand, like, is this a risk I'm willing to take? Because my parents, they worked really hard and I don't want to risk their 30+ year job that they've had forever. But yeah, it took some time for me to get to this point. So La Cheve means, it's a slang term for beer. I decided to call La Cheve because my dad started calling the garage La Cheve. So he'd be like, oh, let's go to La Cheve and hang out. And basically to him that meant like, let's go make beer, let's go chill, let's go hang out and have a good time. And it just felt right to call La Cheve, La Cheve. I think with the adobe house, it was like, it's so perfect here. I cannot see my business anywhere else. And it happens to be down the street from my parents' house. I would drive by it all the time. It was familiar to me and home to me. It feels like you're in a different place. It doesn't feel like you're in Napa. I feel it's like as soon as you come in, it just like takes you somewhere else. It was something like a big far-fetched dream of like being able to have scholarships for our kids. What I decided to do is, as soon as we were able to, I reached out to the same organizations that I got scholarships from to start our own scholarship within them. So we currently have 5 American Dream scholarships in town, where some of them are a little bit more specific than others, but they're all supporting first-generation low-income youth in our community. Some if they want to go into science or business, but that's the gist for everybody. And how special is it that we could do the same in return? I got some conchas, which are kind of the signature pastry here. And here are my chilaquiles. Looks amazing.
When I go to the back kitchen, I'll sometimes just hug my mom, my dad, and just look outside towards the adobe house and the line out the door. And it's weird to us to start out sleeping on the floor and now waking up at the oldest building in town. We still can't believe it, honestly. We still think we're just chilling in a dream. I dream of being here forever.
what an absolutely incredible place to check out. Thank you so much to Cinthya for bringing me in there and letting me film and see the place, and yeah, for sitting down and talking to me about her story and the story behind this building and this business. Really a unique place, and I'm really glad I got the chance to be able to do a video on this and share Cinthya's story. So thank you so much for watching. More to come as always. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.